Or we go to a cabin or something and they just cook up like chicken, steak, all this stuff, and it's like, I don't think you get leftovers. I don't think he's ever going to change because you get plenty. And when I first started dating him, he was a bit wary of it, but he never really pushed me to start eating meat again or doing stuff like that. But he definitely, if I asked him for a chicken sandwich, he'd get me one. So, nothing really negative. No negative feedback.
Perfect. And then, have you ever considered being a vegan or one who only consumes things that are not made from animals?
I have considered it, but it's just that extra step that's really hard. Mm-hmm. Because I do love I know there's substitutes for most things, but I do love cheese and eggs, that's part of my regular diet, so that'd be really hard to cut out. Mm-hmm. It's really difficult. I don't know what vegans eat. I don't speak to a lot of vegans, I don't have friends that are like that, so it's kind of hard to imagine what they actually do eat all the time, Yeah.
And then, have you realized any physical health benefits since becoming a vegetarian? And if so, what?
I think it's actually been the same. In regards to the protein, again, I wasn't good at eating it before, and it's really hard. So I can notice when I do get more protein-rich foods, then I have more energy and stuff like that. But it's really hard to focus on that when I have a lot of other things to focus on. My diet is just a small part of my life that I try to keep.
Yeah. And then, how has going out to eat been affected by you becoming a vegetarian?
So like I said earlier, most places in Salt Lake you see it as an up-and-coming thing. Mm-hmm. So most restaurants that you go to have the vegan options for you. It might not be a good menu. It might be smaller. You only have a couple choices and stuff like that. But that has been really good. But if I want something quick to eat, it's really hard, to find something around us that it doesn't have any meat in it. Yeah. Unless I just want to eat French fries is like my full meal. Or maybe a pretzel. Pretzels are good too. Sam's Club has really good pretzels that you can get really quickly. But yeah, most of the restaurants are really good with vegetarians. They really accommodate us.
Great. And then what negative health effects have you experienced related to becoming a vegetarian, if applicable?
Energy is a big thing. I suffer from low energy all the time, and if I don't have the energy to cook myself a meal or get a quick snack, then I don't eat, and then it just worsens. So it's kind of hard. It comes with more food preparation, so if I don't have the energy and just have a snack, then it doesn't really hold me over. Mm-hmm. And that's probably the number one thing, is that it's a cycle. Okay. You kind of get yourself in.
Yeah, makes sense. And then what psychological or emotional changes have you experienced by becoming a vegetarian?
Well, I don't have that guilt, that underlying guilt of having something killed for my personal benefit, that I can get through other things, That's really the only thing that's changed. I just feel better about myself, kind of proud that I can stick with something like this, which is, food is always, it's a struggle for everyone. Mm-hmm. Eating and diets, you really have to get into the swing of things, and that's something that I've kind of passed that hump, so it's something I can keep doing for a long time, and I don't really mind it.
Great. And then, how has becoming a vegetarian affected your time schedule and time taken to prepare meals? You kind of said it kind of requires a little bit more time, but anything kind of in addition to that, or it just takes a little longer?
It does take a little bit longer to prepare myself snacks, and I do try to buy things that are, quick and easy. Pretzels are really good, and they give you salt, what you need. Most things, I do have to